KSL Brightside with Ethan Millard.
Do they not have enough of us recorded already? They could just do this in AI.
And Alex Kirry.
We're not even real. This entire show is just a hologram.
This is KSL Brightside, the Afterparty. But it's before. With Ethan and Alex on KSL NewsRadio.
Welcome to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard. I've got Alex Kirry here with me. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, for jumping on. We invite you to participate, dropping a comment here, joining the conversation on our glorious stream right here on YouTube.
Yeah, so you go to the YouTube page.
Which
you
I've
click on the.
I've got it pulled up.
I've got it pulled up as well. It is a. Yes, you can comment on it. You can also read our comments on it or ask us to comment on it, and then we'll get distracted, and then we'll make it about you, which is actually kind of what we wanted to do anyway, Millard. So,
that's right.
Welcome to the day number 3, by the way, of employment again here at KSL. How's it feel? 2 days in the books?
Super weird.
Okay.
Super weird, but great. But if we all had that opportunity where suddenly we're back in a place we haven't been in years, there's some feelings, right? There's some emotions.
I had a friend who, this is a true freaking story. I had a friend whose parents were twice divorced from each other, and they are married now for the 3rd time. Oh. And that feels a little bit like this.
You know who?
Yeah, it feels a lot like this.
You know who else did that was Matthew McConaughey's parents. That's how they.
Oh, really? They just kept it. Listen, the effort.
Boomeranging back,
Just look, most of the world just goes, we're separated, and then they stay, and then they get back together again. Like going through the full divorce proceedings 2 full times, and then the full 3 marriages. By the way, I have a rule too. Like, I'm not giving you a gift for your second marriage or your 3rd marriage. Second marriage, it'll be like a Amazon gift card. The 3rd marriage is you actually owe all of us money. So that's the new rule of how this thing works.
All right, so we're going to talk Jeff Bezos here.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jeff Bezos is going to sell his yacht, right? So he's got a $500 million yacht, the Koru.
Mm-hmm.
It costs more than $30 million per year to operate.
Did you notice, too, that it's not even a super yacht? It's called a sailing yacht. And so it's like a fun.
But it's so big.
It's massive, but it's not anywhere near what the supersized ones are that some of these and certainly Jeff Bezos could be in that group, but like the super oil tycoons in what I assume is Russia, those guys, they're into the super yachts. They're the ones who have the 400, 500, 600 foot yachts that are out there on the ocean.
Well, Jeff Bezos's boat.
You can't call it a boat, dude.
Also comes with a $75 million support ship called the Abiona, which apparently trails behind. It's filled with wrenches, and things if they need something.
Yeah, no, and the bodies of his enemies. Yeah,
some spare toilet paper.
A couple guys just fishing back there. I do want to know what's on the support ship.
I told you extra toilet paper.
You couldn't fit it on the 200-foot ship, the 300-foot ship.
Just think about having a storage shed. What are you keeping in your storage shed?
No, a couple Power Wheels that don't work anymore.
It's an old lawnmower.
I will say, in Bezos' situation, I could see this. You know what? Now that I think about it, this is my move too. I would have gone full support ship too with that. You said it was $75 million. I would have spent a little bit more. If I'm going to do the full thing, I'm going to go 9 figures. I'm not going to short this thing. But I will say
Jeff
this.
Bezos is rich, but he's not that rich.
I know. Here's what it is. He's not that rich. He is. Well, no, you're right. He's like the 4th or 5th richest guy in the world. Actually,
that's why he's selling his yacht.
Yeah. What do we have? What does this one look like? So we have he
needs the cash back
a few
out
options
of it.
Here. Some of them.
Are you going to show us a photo?
Yeah, there it is. So that's the big one.
That's beautiful.
And the support ship actually looks a little bit like. And it does. They put sails on it, and then you're like, come on, you're not sailing that thing. Like, stop it. These have submarines on them. They have helicopter pads for 2. That one's, you can see that one's got a. If you're watching the stream, you can see it has it's got the pool on the back. It looks 1,000%. Thanks for circling it. Caitlin circled it with her mouse. And what you have here is
helping the people out.
What you have here is that's the pool, not this front area. That's not the pool.
So obviously the list of people that could buy a yacht like this is pretty small.
Yeah.
The list is even smaller due to a couple of special features,
which are
including a wooden sculpture of Bezos' wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos, as a mermaid.
No, it's
on
not
the on the prow.
That's not true. That's not true. Is it true?
Well, that's what I'm reading right here. I'm reading right here.
See, and I would assume that, but see, she's the one who actually said it's not that. It's that they want to get rid of it. I think she wants a bigger one. I think it may remind her of the ex-wife. But, I mean, he got the new mermaid outfit. He got the new mermaid sculpture for her, I guess. Does that mean they tore the old one down? Is it still sitting? Maybe they just carved a new face and gave this one extra features, too, because this lady's definitely a situation. I will say this, though. The support ship, here's why the support ship is good. Because at night, I would have loved, if you go like this, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And she's like, oh, just, all right. And I'll go, I'm going to the support ship.
It's the hotel lobby bathroom is what
exactly
it is.
Right. Yes.
It's the hotel lobby bathroom.
Yes. Okay.
This an inside source told Rob Shooter, who wrote this story, about the Bezos.
Not to be confused with the boat, which has a different nickname very similar. The Shooter.
But life has been an adjustment for the billionaire. Lauren's energy is nonstop.
Oh boy.
She jumps, laughs, dance, and Jeff hangs on for dear life. Mm-hmm. He looks wiped.
Yeah, I would say so. They just like bankrolled the Met Gala, and this is why. And by the way, here's the thing: is we're gonna dive a little bit more into this in the actual radio show because this is an ultimate first world problem, I think, for everybody here. So I want to get it kicked off of semi-officially right now. Because you can start throwing in your first world problems. Our very first KSL Brightside edition of First World Problems is going to be coming up over the airwaves. But you know what? Since you're here, why don't we do like a little bit of a pre-edition of it, and we'll jump in right now with some First World Problems, man.
I love that, yeah.
Serving up a dose of perspective as Ethan and Alex read your First World Problems.
All right, I'm going to be honest, and I apologize to our listeners. No, so how long does this music tail out a little bit? I'm pretty sure that this one.
It's long.
Is it long
yes,
enough?
It's long.
Because
it's like 3 minutes.
Okay, so this is what we requested because we used to play
Songbird.
We used to play Kenny G's Songbird,
Yeah.
which Michael freaking rolled up and decided that.
Well, there are rules on the internet these days.
Not many.
The internet is so full of rules.
Not many.
You would be surprised. Alex, I got a couple of comments I want to read out of
What
the
I'm
chat
saying
here.
is this is not Kenny G, this is Shmenny B. And it's not Songbird, it's like Song Parrot.
It's Kenny R.
Kenny R, and it's not the same, but it still has the same vibe. We're just trying to get you chilled out and thinking about first world problems are only things that we in the first world could complain about. You have no business complaining about it, but we appreciate the complaints because it makes us count our blessings.
I want to hit a couple of these comments though.
Yes.
Alan says that second boat is so that they can take the carpool lane through the Strait of Hormuz. We got two or two.
That is phenomenal. Actually, I love that one better than the bathroom ship, than it being the. When they say the relief ship,
boat.
when they say the relief ship, it is that. It's extra toilet paper, but
really
it's actually
with a capital R.
It's like it's just bathrooms. You know what I mean? Just like and the nicest ones. I appreciate that. So first world problems, like we said, Jeff Bezos' wife saying we need a bigger boat is a very first world problem. What's going on? Hold on. What is going on with this music? Hold on, turn it up.
Lauren Sanchez Bezos.
Hold on.
Her dad's famous physicist, by the way, notorious physicist Rick Sanchez.
No, that's fake. Rick Sanchez. It's not a real person. Oh my gosh! All right, first world problems. I've got some for you here, Ethan. And again, you can have them roll in. I've got a couple for you. Acrylic nails too long when I'm trying to play my concert piano.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, there you go.
Weren't you in here when Cheryl got out the new clock? And I had to open the battery compartment for her.
Yeah, no, because she has like
she has really nice nails.
Well, you've seen those nails on like on the Jerry Springer show, the ones that are like that's Cheryl, with those long.
I remember the first time my daughter handed me something to do for her.
Yeah,
because that she couldn't do because of her nails.
Your daughter Ruby her nails were dialed in.
Oh,
don't act like she didn't notice.
She loves the nails.
I think they're awesome,
and I do not.
I know my wife will do that. She'll drop that on me every once in a while. She'll be like, "Oh man, I got a long week and blah blah blah."
You remember Lee press-on nails?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do they still have those?
Yeah, it's like Lee jeans and Lee press-on nails. No, but the first world problem that I saw this one and I thought this is so us. The Netflix "Are you still watching?" button keeps coming up in the most intense parts of the episode that I'm currently watching. I have to reach over and touch the mouse like a peasant. Okay, Okay.
Here we got one from Unky Ben. You remember Unky Ben?
I remember Unky Ben. And
he said, I didn't give away all the candy I bought for our booth at the Japan Festival. Now I have to eat it.
Well, send it this way. You know about us.
We'll help you.
Look, Unky Ben and we have all exchanged candy before. And by exchange candy, I mean he's brought candy into us.
Look,
because he'll go on these trips to Japan and he brings back the specialty Kit Kats, which are no freaking joke, man. Candy in Japan goes hard, man. It does not mess around.
Let me tell you something. When it comes to junk food, and I want you guys to know this, and this comes from the heart, and I want you to know this will always be true. Mm-hmm. That when it comes to junk food, you'll never walk alone.
You will always
You'll
be
never
here
walk
for
alone.
you.
We'll always be right
you.
there. Dylan says, Nightside Project comes back. I don't live in Utah anymore.
Oh,
That's a first world problem.
I was going to say, you have to, like a peasant, you have to turn on your device to be able to listen to it instead of just being in your car to be able to do it. How
true.
about this one? Every time I eat steak, I get a piece of steak stuck behind the tooth that I refuse to let my orthodontist pull because they want to have quote-unquote perfectly straight teeth. All right, well, there you go. Get the steak stuck in your perfectly straight teeth. That is about as first world problem as it gets.
I have a spot in my mouth, in my lower left.
I do too.
That gets stuff caught, and it's because of some dental repair work that I had done.
And you want to tell them and be like, you freaking ruined this.
There's like the filling has just like a little
snag on it,
a little thing on it, and it just. Yeah. But I got I got one of those water picks.
Oh,
I use it in the shower. It's one of those cordless.
Do you guys notice this is when Ethan goes full old man Millard? You know what I did? I got the water pick for the teeth.
It really is nice.
I know, but you don't have to tell everyone about it. You know what I mean? Like, we get it.
I'm not telling everyone. I'm telling you.
You get a senior discount also at some of these places that we go to as well. I renewed my no limit credit card. Found out that it came with a 1% reduction in cash back at restaurant purchases. Like, that's such an American, that is so, but that's the kind of thing that's a deal breaker for my wife. She's like, we're not doing them anymore. We're not using them anymore. Why? They took a 1% reduction in cash back at restaurant purchases. I'm all, what are you, freaking Jennifer Gardner over here going?
Hey, look, man, you don't get rich by giving away money, right?
Here's the deal. And we'll be taking first world problems. We only did a couple there. We'll be doing more. Put them in the chat here, and we'll actually keep reading them. And you can also just text them into us at 57500, and we'll read them on the text line downstairs when we get to the official KSL booth today for our normal 1 to 3 programming.
You remember yesterday we talked about how much we wished that we could see someone massively misbehaving on an airplane at the airport, just to witness this cultural element.
Yeah.
My wife reminded me that I actually have seen something not exactly terrible, but in that kind of genre.
Really?
And it's true. I think it was last year. We were going to Chicago, and our plane was really delayed.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in the back of the plane who started yelling about the FAA rules.
Oh.
And they're not allowed to keep us. And he was yelling about how they're violating the FAA rules. Now, it didn't get crazy, but I've actually been there while someone yelled on the plane.
Yeah, the thing about that is we had a crew timeout one time, and it was like, hey, this crew timed out. When we get off the ground here, we're going to have to we have to land at a different airport coming back from Europe. We had to land at JFK instead of
Europe.
Speaking of first world problems, direct flight from Amsterdam had to get rerouted to JFK like a peasant. Yeah, but it actually ruined. I mean, think about traveling with kids and then having to go through customs. We went through customs at JFK.
And then you got to recheck.
And then we had to recheck, and we went straight back to the same gate and got right back on the same plane.
Oh, geez.
Yes. And the freaking crew was laughing their butts off about it, and I was mad.
Yeah.
And so I started yelling about the FAA rules.
I completely forgot about this person in the back of the plane yelling about about the FAA. And I'll tell you why I forgot about it.
Why?
Because it wasn't violent enough.
Yeah, I need a little bit more yelling. I need someone to say, sir, or ma'am.
I want to see the police.
Yeah.
I want to see, the haymaker. Right? I want to see the
threat of it.
I want to see the wild drunken swing.
The other move is everyone's filming it, and then that person who's being filmed gets their phone out and goes, well, now I'm filming you. And they start doing this thing, and it looks so dumb. You're like, yeah, that is the dumbest move ever. Okay, we've got to jump into a couple more things here. And by a couple more things, Ethan, I'm going to make you keep driving this ship here because I've got the Bezos thing frozen apparently on my screen.
But hold on a second. So are we starting a new little segment here?
Absolutely.
All right, okay.
I'd say you got 5 minutes if we're going to calculate it that way.
Okay, so there 5 minutes.
Try to wrap by 25.
5 minutes of the next segment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so there
All
you
right,
go.
then let me tell you what I got here. So the FDA has announced that they are starting to approve fruit-flavored e-cigarettes again. Now, you remember over the last several years, we've been rolling that back because of the number of kids that were vaping.
Yeah, Kool-Aid brand vapes was not a good move because they're like, this is for adults.
Now officials are saying, hey, we got that largely under control. Kids aren't really vaping anymore, which I don't know about that, but okay. And they say that they're going to start approving these fruit-flavored e-cigarettes. But here's the catch, is they're expecting the vape industry to cooperate with the scheme to verify age. So what you do is you get the vape, right? And then on your phone, on your smartphone, you go through a process of verifying your age, and then it links that vape to that phone. So that vape can
So
only
are you
work.
vaping? Hold on, if you're seeing it on the stream, are you vaping through your phone?
No, you're not
Situation.
vaping on your phone. But it's like wireless headphones. They have to be near the phone. So, for example, if your kid swipes your vape out of your car and goes into the backyard, it's not going to work because it's got to be close to the phone of the verified adult. So, kids, if you're going to swipe your parents' Kool-Aid flavored vape, swipe their phone too because they got to be there. They got to be there together.
But see, here's
Do you
the
think
thing.
that's going to work?
Look, adults can do whatever they want. I get it. And I get why we're trying to protect the kids, too. I do think it's interesting because, like, let's not pretend that the fruit-flavored ones are just for kids. I get when they say that they're marketing them and they go, oh, like, I'm an adult.
Parents like fruit.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm an adult. I still eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and then they go, they market that specifically for kids. I'm like, I know there's a cartoon on there, but it tastes delicious. But I don't think anybody would ever describe vapes as tasting delicious. I'm not sure. But
You know what I had the other day?
some fruit-flavored vapes?
Nope.
What?
An Airhead.
Hey!
And it was...
Was it off of the HR cart?
No.
Oh.
But it was
have 'em.
elite. It was an orange Airhead.
Yeah.
And it was the best.
We are a candy-addicted family, and I want to know if there are other people that are probably like us, and we're not chocolate at all. We are a gummy and sour-based candy.
Oh, my gosh,
like
yeah.
That, like it,
But see,
that's the thing that
But see,
abuses
and
us.
I think this is the point that the vape companies are making. They're saying, look, we already know Alex loves fruit-flavored things.
Do you have sour? Do you have lemon head flavored vapes? I don't vape, but I'm interested now.
We're finally going to get him. They keep saying,
Okay,
we're
so
finally going to get that Alex guy. We're going to get
Well,
him.
today marks when we changed everything too, right? Well, the fruit flavored vapes haven't been in Utah for a long time, but like today, I think we're doing there's some nicotine rollbacks that we're doing. There's some, and we're going to talk about this also during the regular radio program. But the Kratom, am I saying that right? It sounds like it's a different planet that Superman was on.
I think we should call it Kratom.
So Kratom, got some of that Kratom. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
Still
I
not
don't know
clear
what to
to
do
me
with my hands.
what that is.
Well,
I haven't really been following it. You know what it made me
Caitlin
think
isn't
of?
a user of it, but she's very well versed in apparently
I
what it
wouldn't
is.
say that, but
What did you refer to it as?
Well, no, this is what people refer to
Oh,
it as.
not My
and
Fix.
the bill sponsor.
You didn't say My
gas
Fix.
station heroin.
Gas station heroin.
But it's
Well, if you're-
supposedly
listen.
helps with chronic pain, but it can be reportedly addictive,
Okay.
like opioids.
When
is, I believe the
Gas station heroin.
That's what they
Oh
called
my
it.
Ethan,
gosh.
you and I know enough lawmakers that tracks with a guy who goes, "This is basically gas station heroin."
I don't know their
Thank you,
stories.
Senator. Thank you, Senator.
I know. It's like, well, what happened? I know a story, and they're one of my constituents. This is a real person. This is not a fake person. They were buying some fruit-flavored vapes. And the Kratom, that's when the Kratom got him.
Grabbed his ankle.
When the Kratom got him, that's when they obviously led to a life of crime, and they're now felons. And now, I'm not trying to downplay the fact that we have the real problem with this is the unregulated part.
Yeah.
We don't. It's like, don't regulate it. Why? Well, but we don't regulate any supplements, right? The FDA's all, I'm out. We're not touching this. We're not even looking at it. Sell whatever you want, but if you call it a supplement, we're not touching it.
I'm not saying that this shouldn't be regulated. What I'm saying is that if you call it gas station heroin, you're going to get an eye roll from me. Like, we don't need to. Do we have better information?
Well, they're like opioids. They're like,
There
come on.
are stories of people who have had addiction to it, but
Again,
I
it's the
don't
same
know.
people who
I
have
looked
had-
into it probably a
it's
few
the-
months ago.
I don't doubt it can be addictive.
Oh, listen,
I mean, obviously,
there was a girl whose heart blew up drinking the Alanis, this last week or whatever. My wife drinks the Alanis like they're going out of freaking style. I'm like, what are you a cheerleader in the South? You're going to die.
She been to see the doctor yet?
No, but I'm worried about the old enlarged heart for sure. Just because all of the high caffeine. I don't know. They're not. I mean, they're energy drinks, but at this point, they're beyond that. They're like just this crazy. They're crazy.
Yeah.
250, 300 milligrams of caffeine like per, and she'll drink 2 of them and then go straight to sleep. I'm like,
yeah,
what is your deal?
You start to see the risks
like,
for sure.
I got to come down from the Kratom. I gotta get some caffeine before we get to bed. All right. Next up, Ethan, as we take a break here, I wanted to make sure and let people know here that our desire to try to figure out what the best life experience we can have as humans.
Okay.
I want to know if we can all kind of come together on what that means, because there's a story right now about peak life satisfaction. Now, I think that this is fascinating enough for me too that I think at some point we should definitely talk about this over the air, because peak life satisfaction to me, I don't know what that means, because you could be going through some stuff that will obviously knock you off of that path of quote unquote happiness. But this one says this article brings up that the age 52 is peak life satisfaction age.
So I'm glad to hear
Before we
this.
break it down, where do you think 52 came from?
Well, I guess 52 is obviously an average, but I'm glad to hear that it's 52, because if they would have said it was 45, I would have felt bad.
Because you're not
that
there.
I missed it.
Yeah.
That I wasn't happy.
See, and I'm right there at 45 now, and I don't know. I go through moments of, look, this show is bringing back a certain measure of happiness too.
Sure, yeah,
so
of
I go,
course,
peak happiness. Why? Because I started working back on the fake Nightside Project, and it ended up being, it was a ton of fun for me.
You know what I think it is? So, and sociologists will trade around a lot of information on this, what it might be.
Yeah.
Of course, we know that you got to have the standard of living is part of it, right? So, by your 50s,
if you're impoverished, people might say, "Oh, well, there's a certain kind of happiness there."
It's tough to find. It's tough to find happiness when you have major financial problems. That is true.
Yes.
But at the same time, though, I kind of feel like this life requires you to know a certain amount about yourself. There has to be a certain amount of self-knowledge and understanding to really be happy. And I think it takes us 50 years. I think it takes us 50 years before we start to see ourselves a little more authentically, before we start to be okay with ourselves. And we spend 50 years basically measuring ourselves against other people, responding to other people, trying to figure things out. And then once we hit 52, then we figured it out. I bet that's a bigger part of it than we realize.
Well, do you remember there was a number, and it was the life satisfaction number, and it's changed over the last couple of years, but I think it was just around or just under or maybe just a touch over. They're like, if you are in that $85,000 to $100,000 range with a family of 4, that is like the sweet spot of. Although now I feel like with the way things are and with
inflation, it's what, 350,000.
Yeah, it's got to be something along those lines. But the idea is complete happiness. You would think that, hey, when I'm 24, that's the happiest I'll ever. I want to go back to when I had that 24-year-old athlete body or whatever. But the reality is we all know that when we were 24, we didn't know jack freaking squat.
Oh my goodness! And you were up in your head about so many dumb things at that time,
or you weren't up in your head about things that actually did matter. And you
that's exactly
to be.
right.
Yeah, so there's that too. That's the version of like quote unquote having a lot of money, having like actual energy, and your back doesn't hurt all the time. Fine, but. But the perspective is not there, is what I think the idea is.
Can I hit a couple of these comments that we're getting here on YouTube? Because there's some good ones. So Ethan Funk.
Oh yeah, okay.
Says this is a first world problem. TV YouTube ads have gotten so long that when I sit down to watch YouTube and need a snack, I end up finishing my snack before the video starts. I know, I get that.
First of all, Code Monkey, welcome back to the program. Another one that just came in.
Oh, you're kidding. There he is.
By the way, next Marvel female superhero is going to be gas station heroin. Please don't ever stop commenting. Please don't ever stop commenting.
Alan says gas station heroin was my friend's nickname in high school.
I told you. That was our band name.
Yeah. And then here's one from Ash. Ash says, John Huntsman, okay. Oh, remember when you took on John Huntsman Jr. over raising cigarette prices to the point of keeping enough people smoking, this will raise vape prices out of affordability.
I don't remember having that conversation with Governor Huntsman, but first of all, out of all that comment I just took out of that was, Ash, welcome back.
Yeah.
We love having guys like that.
Good to see.
Ash is an OG listener to the program, and yes, the vape prices, quote unquote, out of affordability. I still, again, they're not for me, but at the same time, if you look at it and we're just regulating for the sake of regulating, and then we say it's gas station heroin, the vapes are basically popcorn lung waiting to happen. Remember popcorn lung? Do you guys remember the term popcorn lung? We said it for years.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And it's, I'm fine. Look, from a health perspective, probably better if you're not vaping. On the other side, there's the part where I kind of like people to be able to make their own decisions.
I have a text message I got too.
From?
Tell me if you know who this came from. You might be surprised.
Okay.
So this says that about Kratom. Kratom?
There's a debate on that
There is a
in
debate?
real life, but yes, we've been saying Kratom.
They're
Hold
saying
on,
it's
this
But
is when
Kratom is actually
You know
the
what?
question.
This is when I go to Michael. Can we go to Michael real quick? Can we get clarification on pronunciation of gas station heroin?
I believe it's Kratom.
Okay.
That's what I've
Back
heard
to
it
you.
say, too. So, yeah.
Okay.
Ethan keeps going, Kratom? He wants to make it French. Kratom. All right.
So this person says it's serious and has a harder detox than alcohol.
Oh, jeez.
They say their friend's brother was a lifelong alcoholic, detoxed several times, then started Kratom, and nearly died.
There's going to be somebody who's got a brother-in-law, and there'll be an example like that. I'm not trying to downplay it. What I'm saying is that I think when we try to say it's gas station heroin, then I think. And by the way,
you're not going to believe
heroin is gas station heroin like that. There's no like. Come on. There's no.
You're not going to believe who sent me that text though.
Hold on. Is this somebody that I would know? Is this somebody I know?
Yeah.
It's your brother Miles.
Nope.
Oh, okay. And he's talking about you? I don't know. Who is it?
No, it was my lady.
Oh, that is a shock.
She's listening. Yeah, she
So
actually
it
tuned
is
in.
you.
Yeah.
Actually, it's talking about your brother Miles.
That's right.
Okay, so now I get
right.
it. But the funny thing was you walk by some of these shops and it would say Kratom on there, and it just wallpapered for me. I didn't know what it was talking about. I just assumed it was like I thought it was like Utah fake mushrooms, Utah fake weed, all those things kind of wrapped into one.
You remember the what do they call it? The synthetic marijuana. What was that? Spice. You remember Spice?
Oh. Yeah, not bath salts. Bath salts was prior to Spice, but we went down that Spice rabbit hole for a while, didn't we?
That
you
was
and I
weird.
personally.
That was weird.
Gas station marijuana. It's marijuana. That's all gas station marijuana is too. You can't say what's a trashier place than a gas station? No offense to my gas station people, but I'm just trying to think of what is a
I love gas stations.
A motel.
motel could work. Strip joint.
Motels
Strip joint.
those are too
Kratom.
seedy.
No.
Gas station is correct.
Okay, those are too seedy.
I don't think we have to go that far into the underbelly to make this point.
If we're gonna do it, you go full branded on it too. Be like Motel 6 heroin.
the 4th South Viaduct heroin. That's a
heroin.
That's a generational reference right there. If anyone remembers the 4th South Viaduct.
Yeah. No, we got a lot of content out of the 4th South Viaduct for a long time, and then when it went out, we were like, shoot, we missed that content, and then we're like, oh, Pioneer Park. There we go. Pioneer Park is.
They're the same thing. They're the same thing.
I know.
At the end of the day.
Okay, Millard.
Yes. Where are we?
I don't know actually. Have we got more things?
You
going
have
there?
2 minutes, or you can move on. It doesn't matter.
I wanna move on.
We're
how
okay,
Google
but you have
pronounces
2 minutes.
Kratom or Kratom.
Do I know?
Kratom.
Yeah, I asked Google, and it's like Kratom.
No.
It is such a weird pronunciation.
See, again, this is when
We're
Google,
saying Kratom.
But Google does this where they go, just roll they're like, let's make a diphthong out of it. Kratom. And you're like, what? Can you use it in a sentence? The boy went to the gas station to get gas station heroin, a.k.a. Kratom.
Let's just call it K.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
K.
Special K.
Special K.
Now it's taken
By what?
by both the cereal and another drug.
And another drug.
Another illicit drug.
There is another drug with Special K as it's
ketamine.
slang.
Ketamine.
Yeah.
Gosh, you freaking young people that are doing your gas station. Wait, what's ketamine?
I got one thing to say to the two of you.
Ketamine's like a 5-star restaurant heroin. I feel like nowadays it's like the classy drug.
I appreciate you guys helping us out with this content. I just want to remind you, we do drug tests here.
I know.
So just,
This guy, and by the way, are you in the clear?
I did it last week.
Are you in the clear?
Well, I got the badge. They gave me the badge.
I know, but
I'm
they
beeping
didn't
in
get
it.
it back that day. I'm just saying it's not like a pregnancy test where they go, wait 5 minutes, you're good.
I think I think they just assumed my character.
No, I actually think that there may be a pending situation, and we could actually see you not in this show next week if things don't go well. I just assume that you have a pending drug test. Everything is going to be, thanks for being back. We'll be back tomorrow pending Ethan's drug test. That's how everything's going to go down.
Well, I did, Well, I don't know. I've made it this far. I did ask HR, though, when they said, well, we got to take this drug test. I said, well, what does it test for?
Does Kratom come up?
Like gas station stuff?
She goes, you mean Kratom? Oh, my gosh. Fake conversations that never happen with HR. They probably should. All right. Finally, Ethan.
Yeah.
Let's fire it up here. We got some travel stuff to talk about. And so,
yeah.
Wait, Caitlin, do we have travel music that we can play along with us? I think we've got some. So, there you go.
Sure, you could get a free night stay, but you have to stay for the whole presentation. Ethan and Alex want you to join the KSL Brightside Vacation Club.
You and I walked out of the... we walked out of the station yesterday. No, you walked out of the station because of your contract situation and your pending drug test, I'm assuming. But Ethan had to run straight to his job. And so Caitlin and I were chatting right after the show, and I found a story immediately after the show, and I went, no way! And then you dig into it, and it's actually not as big of a deal. But I think there is more of a big deal than you might think. Delta.
All right.
Now, the story is Delta ending food and beverage service for certain flights, certain domestic flights. And I was like, what? And then I dive into it, and it says, hey, Delta, on shorter flights, which I went, okay, I take some of those too, is going to take out the beverage and drink service for flights up to 350 miles. Now ask yourself, where do you fly 350 miles to?
I'm a veteran of the Salt Lake to St. George.
Which, by the way...
That's been a once-a-month flight for me for a couple of years.
I freaking love that flight.
It's a phenomenal flight.
I love that miniature.
It is so good.
I love the miniature St. George terminal.
Yeah.
I love all the things about it. If you've ever done it, I've only done it twice, but I freaking love it.
It worked out so well because I had to go down. I've had to go down there once a month, for work.
So you do the flight down.
And I do the flight down because otherwise, if I'm doing driving, I have to find 8 hours of driving in the work week.
Plus, you'll end up buying. Here's two things that'll happen for me too. I eat a full bag of the squeaky cheese at some point when I get to Scipio. I buy a full bag of it and I eat it all the way down. That's a pound of cheese, all right. And
but it saves you a lot of bathroom breaks in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
So that's
the other thing it does. But the other thing, or I hit up the Fillmore Chinese buffet. Shout out to Johnny Socks.
Do you just go and stand there and cry a little bit?
Still here?
I think it blew over.
I think it does not. It's not a thing anymore.
Alex, but I loved it because I would take the last flight of the day. So I'd work a full day. And then I'd go home, have dinner, and then go take the flight, and then work the next day.
It's a Delta flight. And so...
operated by SkyWest, which SkyWest does an amazing job.
Yeah, I would say, and I love that flight. But the thing about that flight is when somebody goes, do you want to drink on that flight? Or do you want to have the snack service? I go, there's no point. Because you go...
There's always a point.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would always say yes.
I know, but I don't care if it's a 48-minute flight. I don't care. Right. Get me on and off the plane. But here's the real problem. It's not about the flight length is not actually the problem for me. What it is Delta carving this out because it was prior to this, it was 250. So now they're just going to keep...
They've upped it.
Yes. There's going to be a moment, I think, where we just keep doing this. At some point, it's going to go, if you're in the same time zone, at some point, they're going to go, if it's... if it's a 2-hour flight, they're or less, they're going to bag it. At some point, my flight to Seattle to see family is going to be drink and beverage and snackless, and so are a lot of the other ones.
But you know what they're doing though is they're increasing the service on longer flights. So they're doing more on the other flights. So it's kind of a trade. So you could say that the overall service on a kind of netted out completely. I don't think there'll be a reduction in service on some flights, but other flights will see an increased service, which I think is good.
What does that mean, increased service? Like you get a bigger, they give you the full can. Is that what it is?
They're bringing back more snacks and food and things like that.
Here's how low
we used to have.
Here's how low my self-esteem is on planes. By the way, when they give you the cup and it has the ice in it, you're full well within your rights to go, can I have the full can? And they'll give it to you. But I've had their eyes rolled at me enough that but I've been discouraged to asking for the full can. I don't ask for the full can.
You don't?
And I don't have the guts to ask for the full can. I don't. Most of the time, they don't give you the full can, right? Am I having the different experience?
No.
I get the full. They give me the full can. They just hand me the full can. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You got one of those faces.
I don't know. I got one of those.
Yeah.
I'm not.
The flight attendant's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I gave him the full can. He's magnetic. I don't know what I'm doing myself.
They talk about it afterwards. They're like, did you see that guy?
Well, part of it is that, and I always think because I'm a weirdo and I get the Bloody Mary mix. I'm not a drinker, but I get the Bloody Mary mix on the plane. Stop it! Don't judge me, you freaking weirdos.
Do you like to drink that at home too? Bloody Mary mix?
Not really. No.
Just on the plane.
Yes.
There's a scientific explanation.
I know
for that.
there is.
And
I read about it recently, and I was like, I knew it. There is a thing.
That's why ginger ale is so popular as well.
Your
because
taste buds.
it deadens your taste buds a little bit, and so those stronger flavors kind of land right in the sweet spot. And I pulled up though.
My neighbors never appreciate it. They're like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, Garlicville, California.
I pulled up a story from the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel about the Delta thing, original research, and I want to share it with you. So the title is "What Milwaukee Travelers Should Know as Delta Cuts Food and Drinks on Short Flights."
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So I pull it up. It's divided into 3 sections. Okay, first section: what cities are within 350 miles of Milwaukee? So that's a little intro, right? Here's what's happening.
Yeah.
Next section: what cities are within 350 miles of Milwaukee? Great. Next section: what do other airlines offer for food and beverage services? Great. Third and final section: how do I cancel a Delta flight?
They just go full on. Now, if you're in Milwaukee,
that's how it
but
went.
now
How
if
do I
you're in
cancel my Delta
Milwaukee,
flight?
if you're in Milwaukee, you're trying to get drunk on your way from Milwaukee to Chicago. I would assume. I think Chicago is probably further, or is less than 350 miles away. I don't know. In my mind, I'm geographically trying to pick that thing out. But there are obviously, if you're out east, Delta's like cashing it in on if you're from New York and you're trying to go to Boston. They're like, screw that, man. Philadelphia to wherever. Like all those, none of those are getting. You're not getting your beverage service. You're taking off and landing. But at the same time, if you're flying from one of those places to another, I'm one of those people. Who really wants a beverage on a short flight? I know you do, and my kids do. And the kids, there's something to that because it does assuage them a little bit, and it gets them to shut up.
Give them something to do.
Yeah.
Give them something to do.
You say give them something to do. I say tell them I get them to shut up. But when they see that cart coming up the aisle, and I go, I'll tell them to drive straight past us if you keep your mouth open.
Give them a reason to go to the bathroom,
Right.
which is actually a problem for that St. George flight because as often as not, they leave the seatbelt sign on the whole time.
The entire time.
The entire time.
Yeah.
And that always bugs me a little bit. But I think that this new rule, it's not going to be that impactful in Salt Lake because so many of the flights out of Salt Lake are much further.
The only one that may be affected could be the one to St. George.
Maybe. What about Boise?
No, Boise's like Boise's further.
I have a map of just.
Not interested. I don't want facts, Michael.
The one that interests me is Las Vegas. Las Vegas is really on the cusp.
What is it?
It is legit 350. It is right on the edge.
Yeah. And see, that's when they go, we'll have Las Vegas in the plan for about 2 more years for the folks from Salt Lake, and then we're going to go up to 450, and then we're in a bad situation.
Las Vegas is decided based on which runway you depart from in Salt Lake.
Exactly.
Then you're 351. Mm-hmm. Which one did you take off from? Oh, runway 6. Oh, 348 miles.
We took off to the north, so we're good. We're good.
You can't have that sandwich. Okay. We are going to head downstairs, presumably. I would assume we're going to
there.
in the next. Oh, hold on a minute. We're not done with the travel. Ethan.
We're not done with the travel?
Why would you do this?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's hantavirus.
There's a freaking story in the travel. Did you guys do this on purpose?
The hantavirus? No, they're updates.
Did you,
Alex?
No, they're not updates. We don't have to have a rat poop story every freaking day on this show.
Alex, it's not a rat poop story. It is a hantavirus
It's a human
medical emergency story. These are people. I did put it in there. There is an update.
What?
And I actually think it's super interesting.
Don't breathe in poop. We had this discussion yesterday. Back to you.
This needs to be a weekly or a daily segment.
Don't
sounds
encourage
like
him either.
we need to get promo made
Do
and
not
everything like
encourage him.
that.
This is a real problem.
This will be at the end of every show.
This is a real problem.
The hantavirus?
Tell me what your special update is. So I still shouldn't breathe in poop.
Well, I'm not going to do it now. You're trying to get us wrapped.
No, I'm not.
Caitlin's trying to get us wrapped. We got to go downstairs.
You have a 60 seconds, or you can save it for the show.
I want neither of those
lot of
things,
pressure.
but- Okay, fine.
You don't have to.
You give me
It's
your
up to
update
you. It's
now, and
really
then
up
I'll
to you.
decide whether or not we could do it on the airwaves. Go ahead.
Well, I can't do it like this.
You cornered him.
It's like watching people. Go ahead, go to the
It's
bathroom.
12:44.
Go and say something funny. Does everyone come to you like
Okay.
that? Hey, Alex, say
Darn
you're
it,
funny.
you
Say
know what
something funny.
Hold on. You know what he's doing now, though, too? Is that he goes, well, I can't do it now. I got to do it on the air in 10 minutes. Like, that's what we're doing is we're going to end up doing another rat poop story.
That's actually a good point because if we were to have that conversation now, it would ruin it for the rest
I'll
of the
save
show.
it.
You can only do it once.
You're going to save it. No. Oh.
This is our lead story. Once we go downstairs.
I just don't know if this is our lead story. No, it's not. Hey, by the way, speaking of lead stories, when we do go downstairs for KSL Brightside, our 3 things, special edition of our 3 things today because it's all new law edition. of the of our three things. So we're going to go through some of the stuff that's going to affect you today, including some driving situations, including some what else is there? Oh, the helmet, the electric helmet, the electric bikes, and the electric. This one speaks to me too. I've gone full.
It's an electric helmet.
It's just an electric helmet. Like, that's when my brain gets ahead of it. Okay, fine. It's because I wasn't wearing that electric helmet when I was younger. All right. Now that we got those, we had those analog ones that totally killed me. No, we're going to talk a little bit about what the new electric bike and the helmet and electric bike laws that are going into effect today. Those make sense. It's the stuff about the electric motorcycles versus electric bikes, all that stuff that's going to affect you. And I'm going to go full Ethan, Old Man Millard on this thing too. So
I love it.
Should we go downstairs?
Let's do it.
So far, we haven't had a day where people haven't stopped us and talked to us for a minute, and we barely make it downstairs to the show. So let's see if we can do that today. All right. For Caitlin, our producer, Michael, our YouTube producer. What do we call you? YouTube producer?
YouTube content specialist. I know. Fancy title.
We call him Smiley.
Smiley.
Yeah, the happiest guy in the room. All right. We'll go downstairs. You can join us over the airwaves on KSL News Radio. It's KSL Brightside. We'll see you then.